Right, guys. Hopefully you can all see and hear. Right, Spratimus is back and Wadies. Guys, I'm really, really sorry about the delay. James, thank you very much. Yes, I was very desperately trying to sort out the webcam. I can't seem to get it to focus properly zoomed in. I was speaking to Plams, Craig, in the hopes of trying to get it resolved. As much as I can control the webcam itself, with the software, I can't seem to get that to pass over into Google Hangouts. Jensen Quinn, hello there. Spratimus 2, right, he should do a Patreon thing and get a new one. Or get off PlusNet. This is my new webcam, I just need to sort it out. And my computer is pretty new as well, just I haven't turned it off for a couple of days, so I think it just needed a restart. So, yeah. Anyway, what am I working on? I am working on some high elves, which I need to finish off for Sean. I've got a plague furnace in front of me, which I need to finish off for Michael. I've also got 2 changelings, which I need to finish off for Maka and Phil. Only messing, dude. Love the channel. No worries, dude. I'm glad that you do appreciate it. The camera, I couldn't have actually gotten without the donation from Mr. Rick Lewis. He made a donation via PayPal, and honestly, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I'm hopefully going to set something up with it tomorrow, and me and Phil's going to have a little bit of a play around with it on Wednesday. I'm hoping that we can potentially do a live stream. Where is Phil? Phil, where he is, I will message him though and find out where he is. He hasn't been online for a while. So yeah, I want to try and get these high elves finished off, because I really, really desperately want to do my Tau, and I've got quite a lot of it done. Of the list, I've got Fire Warriors, 9 stealth teams, about 10 drones, the Ghost Keel, Cadra Fireblade, Shadow Sun, and an Ethereal ready to go. So that's about half the force. I've got another 24 Fire Warriors and about another 16 drones, I think, and the Storm Surge, and that is my 2,000 point list. So yeah, I just need to get the first half of it based up. I kind of ran out of mojo when I was trying to batch paint 48 Fire Warriors. Just, yeah, really, really ran out of mojo. So what's everybody else working on? I really want to get, like I said, I want to get the Tau done so that I can move on to the Death Watch. I only want to get a squad or 2 painted up initially, because I'm planning on using them in the narrative campaign. Breaches look really good as well. I can't believe Phil didn't watch the bat rep. Which bat rep? I'm trying to get the camera into a better position. You should do a Patreon page. Funnily enough, I have got a Patreon page set up. I've been setting it up over the last week or so. I just need to add the finishing details to it, but I've just been so busy with painting and everything. And I've actually done a lot of the admin stuff for it at work, on my break and stuff. So it is coming. Thinking about basing mats for terrain. Oh, the Necron Batter. Yeah, Phil's been busy hammering away with his paint and everything, so I don't blame him. Want to see the Smurfs, Wolves, or Salamanders? Should I wait for all the codexes? I'm going to say no, because what you want to do, if you want to go Blood Angels or Space Wolves, then wait. If you want to go with Smurfs, then I would say jump on board now while it's hot. But yeah, definitely jump on board while it's hot. There'll be a lot of people out there. But yeah, as Jim says, play what you love. So if there's an army that stands out to you, like I've always loved Blood Angels, I'll always play Blood Angels. So if something like that stands out to you, then absolutely go and do it. You might want to look up minimum focus distance on your camera. Yeah, I've been trying to sort the camera out, but I can't seem to get it. I've got the software for it, but it doesn't seem to, even though it's focused in the software, I can't get Google Hangouts to actually adjust to what I've got on the software. So if anyone is actually able to help, I've been speaking to Kablam's Craig about it. A bit better, I suppose, but then you can't really see what I'm working on. Honestly, I'm really bad with technology. It was beautiful last. Yeah, if I put it far away from us, I can get it on, no problem. So if I put it on top of my TV, there, absolutely crisp, and I love it. But I want it facing down over. I need to work out how to actually get it to focus properly, facing down over. But yeah, and actually, I'm looking at it on YouTube, and it looks bad on YouTube, but in Google Hangouts, it looks really good. So I don't know whether or not it's YouTube that's downgrading it or not. So I wish I knew more about computers than what I do. I know enough to get by with Adobe Premiere to edit my games, but beyond that, I actually struggle quite a lot. I need Sharpie to come around. Sharpie does a lot of streaming on Twitch and stuff. Used to play Smurfs, but read the Ragnar Omnibus and Law of Woes and Torn. Might do homebrew. You know what? I already painted my Primaris Blood Angels, and I really kind of wish I'd held off now and done a homebrew chapter so that I could have played them as anything after I've seen the all of the what do you call it, and I'm not going to be able to use this because I can't find my lighter. Philip, I can't get my camera to work. Well, not focusing down anyway, which is very frustrating. And I've lost my lighter, so I can't clean my glue out. Liberian Phil has arrived. Where is the damn lighter? There it is. And believe it or not, I'm actually I don't like using lighters. Oh no, this must mean your cam girl job is out the window then. Yep. Cam girl job is definitely out the window. By the way, guys, if anybody does want to join in with the live chat and does want to, co-host and chat live, rather than just in the comments, I'm more than happy for people to join in. All you need is a webcam. So if you are interested in that, drop me a message, comment on a video, let me know. The legend is here. Don't play with fire, people. Safety tip. The problem is, though, when you lose the tip of your, and I think I've just glued his shoulder pads on totally the wrong way, but never mind. I don't even know what I was saying. So Maldoris Dyer says he's done that with his Primaris Marines. Yeah, I wish I'd done that now. Obviously, I've already painted them up as Blood Angels. And I'm going to be absolutely broke, right? Because I've ordered the Dreadnought, a squad of Reavers, and the Aggressors. And then I'm going to be ordering from Martin. I'm going to get the Chaplain, the Apothecary, and the Repulsor. See, like, I don't know why Surreal. Obviously, it's really good here, but I can't get it to work, focus down. And in fact, you know what? I want to turn the camera a little bit that way so you guys can see outside. Plus, that cupboard's the cupboard of doom. Should have maybe moved it before you saw everything in it. Yeah, I really wish I could get it to point down. That's like the top of my head, and I've just realised that. So give me 2 seconds. It just loves your beautiful face. The Apothecary would be an awesome paint, awesome to paint, but I'm a shite painter. Phil, you're not a shite painter at all. Look at your, what do you call it? Fate Weaver. I play 3 Redemptors if I was a Marine player. They are gorgeous miniatures. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Right. I need to focus and get stuff done. Right, let's work on the 2 changelings, because the changelings need to be done soonish. With you live in like paradise. What? The cupboard is where he hides Phil. I would watch a live stream of a camera pointed out that window. It's love attacks right there, and you can see the hills over in the distance, and that's where I go for a run. Oh, it is really nice. It was very sunny and a really nice view when I was out. Jacob can come online if he's got his internet and his camera and everything sorted out. Been cracking on with my Caradons today, having been feeling too well. Sunderland is the opposite to Paradise. It's more like Mordor. The area of Sunderland where I work is called Hendon. That is like Mordor. It's really bad, like. When it's sunny. Oh, the sun's literally just gone down, honestly. It was absolutely beautiful when I got in from work. So went for a run and proceeded to get sunburned, which is the glow that you see emanating from my forehead. Oh man, look. Camera angle, awful, bad, crappy, blah. Can Phil come online? I don't know. He needs to reply. It's entirely up to him. I'm not going to obviously make him come online if he's unwell, but Phil, you know, you're more than welcome to come online. Sunderland is more like the Iron Islands from Game of Thrones. Yeah, pretty much. It's a good job I don't live in Sunderland, then, isn't it, Ali? Feels almost naked without any voice or anything. All this cheese I've been using. What, the Caradrons or the Tyranids? Also, how have you getting on with your Caradrons, Phil? I hope you're getting a lot of it done. Oh, I was watching a Stonehorn on eBay and I totally forgot about it. It finished at 7 o'clock. Damn. Oh, there was no bids on it. I could have gotten it for 15 quid as well. Wolfrith, no, you haven't missed much. When are the Knights coming out? What do you mean? The Imperial Knights? There's already been a battle with the Imperial Knights, but putting that many Imperial Knights on the table is it's a big game. One 9 8 5 0. So let's have a look. You missed Harry getting a world record for the longest fart ever on live stream. I didn't fart. Also, he wrestled a koala bear and knocked out a crocodile. What do people think about buying second-hand models and stripping? My entire Necron army was second-hand and stripped. So it's not a bad thing at all. Most of my Tau army is second-hand and stripped. And I actually stripped it and then sent it away to the commission painters. So, yeah. That's why the camera wouldn't focus earlier. What's why it wouldn't focus? No problem with it at all. Only people I've met with a problem is GW staff. Have I missed something? Like, have I totally missed part of the conversation there? That's for the second-hand models. Oh, right, okay. I didn't know what you meant. But yeah, I get you. I don't even know what to say. I just don't want to sit here and like. There's nothing that I want to watch on YouTube that's come out over the last day or two. I think Lawrence put a Codex review, but I'm going to save that for when I go to bed. But there's nothing else come online that's tickled me fancy. I've watched a couple of random bits and pieces, like the short videos that people put up. but I haven't watched anything big. The only reason why they should be pissed that you bought second-hand models is because you're not buying from them. Yeah. Speaking of stripping, Phil, I need. Will you bring them dreadnoughts over on Thursday, and I'll start stripping them for you. And the guys that have tuned in now, I know you are obviously quite regulars, and I know Jacob knows quite a bit of fluff. I did mention about the narrative campaign I've got planned, but I need specifics of fluff for why the reason that I've kind of got in my head is happening, but I've got no idea. I don't really know enough. Phil, can't believe you ain't watched Vikings. You wait till you get to season 4. It's amazing. It's like Black Sails in the way the episodes play out. What do I need to do next? Let's go with the flesh colours. No, let's dry brush the blue. Harry, what's the campaign? Steve Dunn, the legend, the man, the myth. Right, so the campaign is I've got a drop pod, which is here, Imperial Fist. It's going to be painted up. It's going to be crashed in the ground with rocks around it, dead marines coming out of it, and we're going to have the giant D-axe from a Bloodthirster wedged in it. So, yeah. I've got a battered old land speeder, which I'm going to use for another piece of wreckage, and then a couple of marines and stuff as well. So I want to use the themed terrain pieces as a bit of a narrative campaign. So what we're going to do is there's going to be a captain or a hero or somebody who is trapped. He's crash landed. He's got some information or something, and the Death Watch have been in to rescue him. And they've heard reports of the demonic incursion. They need a stealthy team to go and pick up this this captain or whatever of the Imperial Fists. So they're already on the planet, and basically the drop pod's going to be there, and we're going to set the Death Watch kill team up in one random square by rolling the dice. The Blood Angels have been called in for assistance with the Death Watch. They basically said, right, we need your help. There's more demons here than what we thought. So all the Blood Angels are going to drop down using pods and deep strike. So what do you call it? Drop pods and jump packs and everything. as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have everything in reserve. All the drop pods are going to be free because we're going to ignore them for game purposes. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll for them to come in on turn 1 on a 4+, and then we're going to choose a random table square, so 1 to 6 in 2-foot squares, kind of like a gift from the heavens from Sigmar. And basically deploy them all. But we're going to use the scatter dice because just putting them in the center is a bit daft. So we're going to, a little bit of nostalgic with that and put things out. And then Phil's going to roll for the demons to turn up, and they're going to turn up on a 3+. But they're going to deploy in the squares using the 1 to 6 method as well. But they'll come on 6 inches up to 6 inches from the table edge, and then basically Phil. Although I get first turn as such, my first turn does nothing other than deploy. So we might use that as deployment action and give Phil the first turn. The rest of the Blood Angels can turn up on turn 2 and 3 and so forth. But we'll probably adjust the 9-inch roll for that, just for the purposes of the narrative. But basically, we need a reason as to why the demons are there, what this captain or hero or character guy has, and why the Death Watch are trying to rescue him. What's then going to happen is, rescue him or fail or whatever. I then want to do like an entire Death Watch versus demons game, where I'm hopefully going to have my 2,000-point Death Watch list painted up for that. And then for the third game, I wanted to try and bring all the Primaris Blood Angels in at that point, because I'm hoping that obviously I'll have quite a reasonable force at that point. So that's basically the plan, but I need specifics, I need names and reasons, and I'm really not very good at fluff. Damn stupid phone, stop being slow. So yeah, that's basically what's happening, essentially. Are you hooked on demons? Is it death? It doesn't have to be demons, but the idea is I want to work it around the drop pod that I've got an idea for, which, like I said, is going to have the D-axe straight in the middle of the drop pod and like tore it apart. So I know Deathwatch is normally Xenos, but I don't know, maybe he's the guy report that it was a Xenos incursion or something. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know fluff, believe it or not. I read the rules. I like the models. I build, I paint. I don't read. Like, I don't even know the proper backstory for Primaris Marines, other than Cole built them and he'd had them on ice for years. Like, that's me extent of Primaris knowledge. Oh, that's not good. That's all dried. That's not all dry. Test out the warp portals, unfortunately. Tyler Demon spews out chaos and shoes. That could work. You know you fluff more than me, Jacob. But yeah, we're going to get some voice actors and stuff in as well. So Jacob's hopefully going to voice some demons. Tom was quite keen to voice some of the Space Marines. Deathwatch investigating disappearance of the Tyranids in the Baal system. Turn up, of course, and then the demons are there, which is Karbanda, or whatever his name is, the Bloodthirster. That could work. But why are they rescuing an Imperial Fist guy? I mean, it doesn't have to be Imperial Fist. It's just I thought that the yellow drop pod would really stand out the most, which is why I sprayed it yellow and not another colour. An Inquisitor had a Marine escort. So build an Inquisitor. Underdog painting buzzer. Death to Karbanda. Yeah, the Primaris Marines versus Khorne. I mean, I want to try and get as many of the demons in as I can, because obviously I've got Khorne, Phil's got Tzeentch and some Nurgle, Sharpie's got Nurgle, Graham has got Slaanesh, so it would be nice to get Graham back and doing a 40k battle report with Graham. There was a Death Watch book with a Silver Skulls Libyan. He had an Imperial Fist squad mate, could use that. They're still butthurt over Nids tanning their asses on Shadowbrink. I suppose, because I could kind of kill two birds with one stone and use the Death Watch librarian and say that he was investigating the shadows in the warp, because obviously being a psyker and shizzle. And he was escorted by the Imperial Fists, just a single squad of Imperial Fists. And then obviously the character to get rescued could be the librarian. So yeah, it sounds good. We are very well. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you are as well. I'm wore out with painting, but we're getting stuff done. I'm quite excited about Age of Sigmar coming up as well. I really, really want some normal ogres to add to my beast claws and just run them as normal destruction. I really, really want some. And I fancy getting some orcs as well, or oryx, and doing them blue with like purple armor, to make them like very frosty colored. Jacob says Primaris Marines a test tube Mary Sue's. I don't know where Mary Sue is. I'm wondering, can I finish all of these elves off tonight as well as the Plague Furnace? It would be fantastic. Oh, Clara from Doctor Who is Mary Sue. Right, right. Yeah, I think we're kind of going down the lines of where I want to be now, but I need names and like specific reasons and stuff like that. So like the bird in Stairways, rare, rare. Boop, 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 boop. So, something I was contemplating doing on next Thursday, I was contemplating just driving down to Southport after work. I don't have anywhere to stay, and I haven't really got the money to stay on the Thursday night, but I was thinking about just going down, having a nice steady look out over the beach and all the arcades and stuff. Probably just kip in the car and then get up and go for some breakfast and then be at War Games for when it opens, because I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a couple of good games in against a few different people. I'm hopefully going to get a game in. I've already promised Maka a game. Playing Ace Face, and I really, really, really need to squeeze in a game with Alistair, because we've tried a couple of times to catch each other, and we've always ended up missing each other. So I hope that I can get 3 games in the day. That would be really good if I could. How about the Deathwatch have gained a Chaos artifact? The Bastion was attacked and the nearest Imperials were the Fists, but there was only one squad of them, and then of course the Blood Angels were summoned by the rest of the Deathwatch kill team. Yeah, I reckon that could probably work. So I'm gonna need like names. So like I'm gonna take like the Watchmaster and stuff. I'm just gonna use one squad first of all. So basically, if I take the Librarian as the character to be rescued, I need a name for him, but I'm really, really bad at generating Latin names. I'm painting up a commission. It's Soldrin. Yeah, that's what I'm doing as well at the minute. I'm doing some High Elves. I've been doing High Elves for Sean for over a year altogether now. I painted up 20 Phoenix Guard a couple of months back. I've just done 36 High Elf Archers, and I'm doing 20 Spearmen right now. Librarian Cerberus and Watchmaster Helmforth. It's not a Watchmaster though, Jacob. It's just the Sergeant. Oh man, I need to. I want to go back and revisit my Nids Necrons, because especially with the Necrons, I want to do some OSL around the all the guns and stuff. I really, really want to do that. I don't like that bush; it's too small. Where's my army 10-1? Oh crap! Spratimus, actual names or made up names? I'm really not fussed. I don't know anything about actual names, so if made up ones is absolutely fine. Captain McCaptain Face. No, Jacob, we are not using that. Arminius for the Deathwatch guy. What, the Librarian? Where's all my brushes? There it is. Oh. Librarian Silly String. No, Librarian Silly String is not getting named that. But yeah, I really, really need to get these elves done for Friday, because Sean's coming around on Friday for a game. I'm not filming with Sean. We're just gonna try and enjoy it, because it's been a while since I played Sean. Yeah, I think the last time I played Sean was just after Angel's Blade came out, and my dice were horrific. Call the Librarian Harry. Harry's not a very Latin name though. Which reminds us, crap, I need to edit a battle report for Friday as well. I've still got that big Age of Sigmar I want to edit. I keep opening it and then getting sidetracked with other stuff, and gotta have the Space Wolf Deathwatch Harold Throat Slitter. I'm very glad that you're a workaholic, Harry. Can't commend your efforts enough. Thank you very much. I think the word is obsessed. Yeah, definitely obsessed. Boop, boop, boop. It's so quiet without Phil. Apart from the dogs barking outside, of course. Squad leader Atticus. I like Atticus, actually, yeah. I need to paint them, but like Tau, so close to being done, and then I've got this on my desk. I've got 4 Castellan robots I need to do for me for Saturday. And I've got these 20 elves, and then the Plague Furnace isn't in a rush, and neither are the changelings, but I really want to do. Having full withdrawal symptoms. Yes, I am having full withdrawal symptoms. Captain Rackham. Captain Rackham would be cool if I had a captain, but I'm not using a captain. I'm going to use the Artemis model, but I want to name him as something else. I don't want to use him as Artemis. Kind of like what Winters uses, designate 117 as Belisarius Colley. Basically uses these rules, but for fluff reasons, it's designate 117, which I like. Oh, I've got a question, by the way. Who liked Phil's army overview of the AdMech? And did you like it with the backdrop? What's Jacob Centers? Ah, Space Marine names. Zoriel's he's the Terminator out of he's the Terminator out of Space Hulk. Astromale is the Furioso Dreadnought, who mine is named. Seraphan is the head Sanguinary Guard. I don't know who Bellerophon is or Matrion. Raffin is a Death Company. Leonatos is, oh, I recognize that name as well. So yeah, I really thumbs up on actually, because I'm busy tomorrow as well. And my room is a bit of a mess, and I will show you the state of it. And I'm going to tidy it up because Phil's coming around on Thursday, and we're going to play another game on Thursday. Let's. Oh no, the camera won't reach the top of the. Damn you! What can I stand the camera on? Let's put it here. Whilst I tidy up, because everything needs tidying up, but I also need to be able to see the chat. So this is me and Tom filmed the game of Harlequins versus Grey Knights here the other day. That will be going up next week. My dice absolutely hated this though. And then straight after me and Phil played a game, we wanted to try out his tournament list. But we decided against filming it because I didn't have all painted models, and Phil used some of mine, so it wasn't uniform. So we basically decided against filming it, which is, you know, it's fair enough. Yeah, so I need to tidy all the dice and all the models and stuff back up, and then I don't even know what you've done with the bag for me, purple dice, mate. Where did you put it? Is that it? No. No, Phil, you've lost my dice bag. What are you playing at? Oh, let's take this one. Who's saying what? Libby could be called Ashok or Karis, actual Death Watch Libby names. Ah, cool, I like them. So yeah, I need to tidy all this up. All the terrain does go back in certain places. So yeah, it will go back as such. I do have my batch of unpainted chisel needs to go in there, and that needs to live on the bottom of here. The rulebook and cards needs to go away. And I am literally just talking random crap here whilst I'm tidying up. But if you guys like watching me tidy up, then so be it. You can watch me tidy up more. I've got so much rubbish up here as well that I need to sort out. White dice. I've got so many different coloured dice. And then, of course, masses of terrain to put away. So, index, cards. Right, that's only 2 index. Chaos and Imperium 2. Where's the rest? You totally just see my backside. Where's the rest of it? Oh, there's Xenos 2. I don't know. Oh, there's Imperium and Xenos 4. But Jesus, Harry, like a nerd bomb went off or something. What do you mean? With me dice and everything? I've got different coloured dice for each of my armies, and they have to be like in the separate bag. See, there's only purple ones. I've got red, and then I've got my D20s, and everything has its place when I remember. Tyranid stuff needs to go back because Phil had some of them out. Ah. So, what else have we got? The stones need picking up, as does the orange moss. So I do use all of my tubs. with different colour moss. I've got green, I've got orange, I've got white, I've got red. I think that's it. And then I've got different lunch boxes with different types of stones in. So I've got black ones, I've got red ones, I've got the normal stones, I've got slate, I've got bark. My game room looks just as bad at the moment, running out of space to put things. This isn't so bad actually, it's just I haven't tidied up after mine and Phil's game the other night. I didn't sleep at the weekend hardly. So I played Tom and filmed it. On like 2 hours sleep in 40 hours or something. And then I played Phil straight after, and I was just like, right, now I'm actually exhausted. I genuinely can't be bothered, so I'm going to sleep, and I don't care, I'll tidy it up, was the philosophy. So, yeah, pretty much that. So, yeah. Belisarius Cawl lives up on top of here. We then have the scatter terrain box, which I put all of the Promethean pipes, the containers, and everything like that in here. So I've got the void shield, the what's it called? Heliotrope reactors, all the little boxes of from the container kit. Got some of the old ammo crates. I need to paint up the objective markers that I've got actually from the 8th edition launch. They're really cool. But again, like time is not something that I have a lot of. So that is that. Then the 2 boxes under here have all of the Imperial Gothic ruin terrain and stuff in. So those are in. And I've just totally snapped one of them in half. Oops. Oh well. I'll fix that next time it comes out. Oh. And I can't see any of the comments that go on there, so I'll come to them in a few moments. That lives under there, and then the Bastion lives in this one. Right, so that's jobs are good and the Harlequins. I need to put the objective markers away because I forgot about them actually. Admech need to go back. Going to come over and catch up on the comments quickly. OCD, yeah, pretty much. How tall do tables have to be height-wise? I mean, well, that's actually lowered. I lowered that 6 inches the other day. Now I appreciate just how much effort you put into the channel. Holy smokes! Yeah, I'll try and show you around a little bit, but basically, see the boxes down there. All of that is terrain. And then obviously it's the same on the other side round there. But there's all the rocks and everything. There's 3 boxes of terrain here. I'll move all this in a few minutes for you. But yeah, that's basically all terrain and everything, and all around on the other side. Yeah, and there's all the mats. You can see on the left-hand side. Right at the back, there's like 14 mats under there. Don't worry about us, we entertain ourselves. Mine is a kitchen table height, but it's whatever's comfortable. Got a semi-converted loft and was thinking games room. Well, basically, I'm massive. I'm 6'8". The games table for me used to be this high, and it was fantastic because obviously I didn't have to bend down. And Phil and Tom started to help out a lot more with the channel. What I realised when Phil filmed the Zinc versus Blue Angel game is because Phil's naturally a lot lower. Filming, the camera was pointing straighter, whereas with me it would still be pointing down. So there was a lot of the background in which it's no fault of Phil's, it's just natural because he was shorter and the table was higher. So I've lowered the table enough so that it's still high for me, but it's not too high for everyone else. Also, when I add the backdrops on, you'll see that it makes a massive difference because of how high the backdrops were. I'm trying to get so we just play from this side now with the backdrops running along those sides. Basically, so that it looks better rather than getting everything that's on the background. Right? That's the plan, at least, anyway. But if you give us 2 seconds, I'll move all of this junk that's at this side here, and then you'll be able to see what's at that side as well. That's the admech that needs to go away. So I need to play Gauchos and Gleam at some point as well. But yeah, there's the rest of the terrain. So we've got obviously the 3 boxes here. That's all woods and forests and stuff like that. This one's all the Death Zone and Eldar terrain and stuff. That's Imperial. This is all the MDF terrain under here, and then we've got all the one from System of Gaming and Red Bean Designs down there as well. We've got homemade stuff in there. So yeah, there's a lot. So this needs to go away. And then I've got all the Harlequin terrain to go in here. So go a bit with a mask on. And then of course we've got all the cards and the ruins. And the pork chip scenery pieces. And the barricades. So that'll go all the way back under there. And then of course I'll put the Harlequin card ruins away. Objective markers. And there we go, back to a nice clean table. I've actually got 2 mats on here, so I need to put one away because it's one for me and Phil. What I'll do is I'm going to have a 10-15 minutes painting now, but if anyone's interested, I'll actually break everything. Storage, don't worry about us. Do backdrops get in the way of filming or playing? Just playing, because with them being new. Right, 2 minutes. Right. What am I doing? A little bit of gold. The gold. But yeah, if anyone's interested, I will set the table up for mine and Phil's game on Thursday. I'll do it on camera, and you can see exactly what goes into setting the gaming table up. And I'll do like the full backdrops. I'll go for the mats, all the terrain, and I'll basically just do the full shebang if that's something that you want to see. If only the dice gods appreciated you as much as your subs did, you'd never lose it. Honestly, Patrick, when I put a game up next weekend, right, against the Grey Knights with the Harlequins, I could have screamed, right? And it got to the point, I think I was on to turn 2, and I was so fed up with my dice rolls. I actually just said to Tom, you film because I'm really not enjoying this. And my dice rolls were horrendously bad. Harry, next time you're on, if you need help with lore, let me know. If you don't mind, if you could write something up for that narrative campaign, if you can drop us a message on the Facebook page or send us an email. The email is I'm sure it's the darkartisan40k at gmail.com. Drop us all the details on there, and obviously we'll be sure to credit you when we actually do the narrative campaign. No worry, Malbordis. Have fun with the wife. It's gone quiet. It's all so quiet. Da-da-da-da. Someone chuck some questions. Doesn't feel right doing a live stream without my partner in crime. Who was it earlier that suggested I set up the Patreon page? Harry, what's the best biscuit for Duncan? Well, I don't drink tea or coffee, Ali, so I can't comment. However, if you dunk it in milk, custard creams, or just plain chocolate chip cookies, it was me. Wheaties, like I said, I have got the Patreon account is there, details of it, and then obviously I need to sort out what rewards and stuff. But I think what they're going to be is mainly like kind of one-on-one kind of chats once a week, where I'll just talk to the Patreons and sit down and do it a bit more personal. Whereas at the minute I'm just kind of speaking with anybody that goes into the chat and everything. So there is that. I then want to do early battle report release as well, but the problem with that is I edit a battle report the week I'm putting it out. I need to get in front, so that'll take us a week or two at least to get in front with that. Spratimus, any tutorials? I haven't got any tutorials at the minute because of literally how much I'm painting. But one thing I am going to do, I'm going to do a tutorial for the Beast Claw Raiders because a lot of people have actually asked for that. And I've got 3 more Yetis to paint up. You've seen who is going to be at the tourney. Looks like it's going to be a tough one. Who's going? Oh, I know who it's going to be. Eric Hoff. Which means even with the amount of drops that I've got planned, he's probably going to drop faster than me. I've got a really good list with 9 drops or list. Fusco is there and he has a strong Elysium. Oh, Elysium drop pods. Oh, man. Well, Phil, you've seen my list. Do I need to worry about that? Because obviously, if he makes combat, I'm kind of screwed. But in the same respect, my Overwatch is good. Very good. Matty Wilson is there. Nice, nice. I'll send you one of his lists. I will be surprised if he doesn't finish top 3. Who, Wilson or Fusco? Ali, if you're still around as well, I'm going to message you in a bit about what's actually in my list, and hopefully you can improve it for me. Elysium is filthy. Botterill is there, and so is Graham. What, Surtees or Hills? Michael Core is there. Ah, right. Graham Donaldson. Michael Core's a good tournament player. He's coming down to what do you call it as well? Right, Ali, I'm gonna message you now. Battle Preds with assault cannons and flamers with a tech marine. I don't know. Assault cannon ones are good if you can get a reroll, so if you can get Dante nearby or captain, and then go lieutenant nearby to re-roll the wounds of a one. So you basically then hitting on threes, re-rolling or re-rolling ones, and then wounding on threes with more stuff re-rolling ones. That's what I tried with Phil, and it would have been all right if it wasn't for the fact I was playing Tzeentch, and it was all mortal wounds and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Temp Marine in the middle will repair D3 wounds per round, only to one model. Yeah, it's not bad, but if someone wants rid of your Battle Predator, it will go. So you're better off taking an extra bar. Man, why won't Battle Scribe work? Can't find a list he made in the Astra group. No worries, man. No worries. Right, I'm going to nip to the toilet and possibly try and forage for some food. Phil, if you can control the flow of chat, I would very much greatly appreciate that. And when I get back, I will set up a table and show you guys everything that I go through when I set up the table. I'll also put the backdrops and everything on as well. So give me 5 minutes and I will be back. I'm back. Spam, I can come online and monitor the vid. Modestly plus Cersei. Share the list with me, Phil. Jacob, you're already here. Right, anyway, setting up a gaming table. Let us commence tutorial. So I need rid of this in the way. Right. Let's go back to put tripod. And I'm going to break everything again. Is anyone actually still there? Apparently. I'll grab some food. I'm starved. So, we'll put that. We need to roll this map up and get rid of the map first. Where is yet? Still here. Cool. Oh, God. So, get rid of this map first of all. And I feel that we haven't had the snow one out for a while, so I think we'll get the snow one out. There's that steam gun. Site of Tau engines, just painted 8 of them. Engines. Engines of what? There's a dogfight obviously going on outside. Right, let's see if I can find the snow one. Nope, that's industrial, that's grassland, concrete, battleground. Working up might be this one because it's at the bottom. Nope, that's the desert. I'll push it back through. That didn't sound good. What's this one? That's not it. I've got too many maps, man. Nope, that's the Chaos one. Pretty sure that's the one I've just put back. Yep. I think it's this one because the tag's missing a bit. Yep, there we go. Snow. So this game is going to be reasonably fluffy, but it's still going to be Phil's competitive. Well, I see his competitive list. It's going to be his list that he's taken to the tournament this weekend. So we'll show you guys what we can. And the reason I kind of want to use the snow one as well is because I want to get the backdrops in. So the way the backdrops work, I'm going to work out which side is which. That's the last one. It must go this way. So I've left it, well, it doesn't do that. I've left a small gap down the side of the board, actually, for these to be basically just clipping it together with a bulldog clip like that. Now, this one's going to continually fall because it doesn't like me tonight. In fact, there's the one with the blue tack. So I'll blue tack this one to the wall. It's a little bit uneven because I actually ended up making this one separate to the rest of them. So I had to blend it in as best as I could. Because I only had the 4 boards originally, but then picked up the rest of them afterwards. So and the next board kind of very comfortably sits there and matches up perfectly, of course. And of course it is going to continue to fall. But I'll sort that out. I need to get something to kind of make sure it stays stuck to the wall, because that blue tack just doesn't seem tacky enough. But I'll work something out. I need a little bit of blue tack really to stick here. The blue tack that I bought is actually really crappy. I thought it would be alright, and I wouldn't care if it's proper blue tack, like Bostik or whatever it is, a good branded one, and it just pretty much refuses to stick. But I don't really want to fasten anything to the boards because I don't want to damage them. But I've used bulldog clips, to basically fasten them together and hold them in place at the top, because you're not going to see the top when you're filming it. And then, of course, obviously they are reversible because I've got the Sunset one on the back here, of course. I'm going to come back and catch up on comments in a few minutes. I feel like I definitely need to put like a screw in the wall there, maybe. Hammerheads and Dogfish. Get Velcro mate, you can stick to the wall and one. The problem is with the back of the board, see, I've got the Sunset one on one, and then I've got the Winter one on the other side, so that's why I can't really use Velcro, otherwise I would have. It's just a case of I need something to fasten the bulldog clip to the wall, because once the bulldog clip is in place, it's not going anywhere. See? And do you know what? I'm going to fix it right now as soon as I find that bag of screws that I had. Oh. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy with a drill. Because I can just slide the boards up and under the bulldog clip, even when the bulldog clip is screwed to the wall. I'm just going to do that. There, sorted. Easy as that. So, moving on to terrain. Like I said, it's Tyranids versus Blood Angels. You could put them at the top. You can get a small strip. Yeah, I could do that. I've ordered a 5 meter webcam lead, right? I really wish I could have set it up at the other side for you to see it. I'll move the camera out as far as I can though, so that you can see it. But I'm hoping to have it set up so that it's actually going to be top down on Saturday. Seriously, build a frame you can slip the backgrounds in and out. Yeah, but then the frame has to be fastened to the table. They're basically slot down between the actual table and that. It's just the one at the other side because the wall is there. It kind of pushes it over the top a little bit. Like these ones, the ones here right in front of you. The thing with the frame as well is obviously when I lift it down, so I'm not always going to play with the boards up. I'm scranning away on a salad because I'm starving. So just check messages as well. Got loads to catch up on. Right, Alistair, let's go back to that list. So if we stick that night in, actually leaves me with 38 points. Yeah, Alistair, there's like nothing at all I can take for them points. I need a bacon butty. I absolutely do, and I've got some bacon in the fridge. But I used the last of my bread this morning on a bacon butty. The problem was, I made this ginormous salad to take to work, right? Filled my face with it, didn't I? And didn't finish it. So, onto the board itself. Whilst I continue eating. Board itself. Tyranids versus Blood Angels. And it's going to be a snowy ground. 38-point power fists. Comes with them already. included in the cost with the when you build it on Battlescribe. Yeah, the Datasmith comes with a Gamma pistol and a Power Fist 52 points. Nothing else you can do with it. Yeah, even the Tech Priest Anciency is 52. Excuse me. Dune Crawlers can't take anything. Castellans just give them phosphors. Dune Crawler with the extra heavy stubber and neutron laser. No, that's it. Oh. People are inboxing me, slow down. Could do some interesting missions like at the end of Dawn of War, Winter Assault. I've got no idea about that. Alistair would take fists on the robot, but they've now all got phosphors, so pardon me. Ah, come on, Harry. Motivation. So, Blue Angels versus Tyranids on this winter world. What do people think? What kind of scenery should we go for? This is basically me saying, you guys are in control. You tell me what you want to see in the battle report, and I'll do it. When I finish drinking, of course. What do you say, mate? What do I say about what? Is the mic gone funny again? Is that what you mean? All right. I'm setting up the board for mine and Phil's game on Thursday. Tyranids versus Blue Angels on a wintry world. What kind of terrain would you like to see? So basically, I'm asking you guys, what do you want to see in this battle report? ruined city that's been frozen. I've used a lot of the ruins recently though, so I don't know if I could do industrial, like a kind of mining facility that's been frozen over. I'm still playing around with this mech list. Phallic symbols everywhere. No, we are not playing against Graham. We are playing Phil. Small distant guard outpost that the Angels are trying to relieve. More suitable terrain for those two armies would be Blood Angel Tank Graveyard. Yeah, I don't have a tank graveyard though. Mine facility with overabundance of platforms. I haven't got loads of platforms on. I don't want to use loads of the Shadow War stuff. It takes ages to build and take down. But I've got loads of like proper industrial stuff, all the MDF stuff under there. And I've even got the Genestealer Cult Ruined Factory thing from Paul from Inside Out Terrain. I could probably do that. Right. I'm going to see if I can move the camera, but it might go off for a minute. But I will be back. The stream shouldn't end. If it ends, I will be back. Right, I should be back. Please tell me if you can hear me. I should be back now. So I definitely should be back. You can see me now. Can you hear Right, please tell me that you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? I'm hoping that it's working now. It should be. Can you actually hear it? Well, hey! Remind me never to move the camera again, right? I just realised I'm out of pop. Yeah, I had to totally restart the computer. I've got no idea why it did that. So back to what we were doing. Now, Imperial Outpost, like stronghold thing. Somebody suggested doing a massive like Imperial bunker type thing, which I quite fancy it, but like Fortress of Redemption, Sky Shield Random Pad, Aquila Strong Point. Is that what you want? Do you want all of that? Never move the camera again. I'm sorry, Surreal, I won't. I will leave it totally set up and not move it at all whilst I'm actually streaming. I promise. Just for you. Big Daddy Harry is back. Ah, back I am indeed. So, come on, what are we doing? Do you want that, or should we go for the frozen industrial type thing? Have like the void shield generator with the pipes and the hemotrope reactors, things like that. Should we go for that, or should we go for the proper Imperial outpost? Finish that salad, mate. No, again, I was full, so I didn't fully finish it. I made a hell of a lot of it. I really, really need to get more painting done, but this is fun. I've got so much to finish in a couple of days. At minimum, I need to do these elves and the castellans. At minimum, the Nids want the Emperor's lunch. So, Howie, then, what are we fancying for scenery? Do you want us to go full on Imperial compound, or do we fancy like an industrial kind of mining facility? The Nids want an Emperor's lunch. They can try. Oh, I've also got conversion I want to work on. I've got a broadside here which I want to turn into a Tau Commander, but I want to like really magnetize them and put them in like a strike and pause, and too much shizzle to do, so little time. Where's everyone at? You all want to see my pretty face. Howdy guys, someone, oh, Phil Wilkinson was there. I didn't even see that he was in. Hi Phil. No, and when you next live streaming, pal? I don't know really, it's just like whenever I feel like it kind of happens then. Remote outpost. So, how remote? I've got a Bastion, I've got a Sky Shield, I've got the Aquila Strong Point, uh, I've got a lot of the ruins, like the Manufactorum ruin and stuff like that. The Void Shield, the Hemotrope, lots of crates. Or a rocky valley with the agents of the Emperor waiting for evacuation from a threatened planet. They desperately need to pass on the information of a new Tyranid straight to the Imperium. That's fantastic, but I've got no rocks that big. Oh, I've got some slate. I've got 2 giant pieces of slate. So I would kind of do half rocky with a little bit of an outpost. I do need some more like grey rocky type stuff. I've got a load of polystyrene that I need to make into some more, but again, time. I wish, like, do you know what? I wish that I could kind of have almost an open evening where people can just come round and I'll like sit and chat with them and like just a hobby. And I know a lot of people help me out with the channel and stuff, and obviously the donations I've had, and especially like the advice and enthusiasm and inspiration I get from a lot of people. It would be awesome if people like came around and just were right, Harry, crack your terrain out. Let's just spend an hour and like 5 or 6 people working for an hour to just smash out a load of terrain would be brilliant. I'm going to finish off the flesh on this 1 elf guy, and then we'll start with the board. The VIP landing pad with 1 main entrance that has defences outside. Going along with Patrick's idea, the Imperials have to defend the pad for long enough for the information to be loaded onto a transport. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see what we can come up with. Right, so you want a landing pad and an outpost. How about that, baby? Some of you, if you're old enough, may recognise that from practically 2nd edition. It was in one of the really, really old White Dwarfs. Oh, God, that's heavy. And I just realised I have got rocks. that was actually made by somebody, and I decided to copy it. I made it when I was about 15, and then I obviously got out of the hobby. And then when I got back into the hobby, I was like, no, I need to make that piece of terrain again. So let's put that in the back corner there. I think that's going to be quite cool. I think maybe have one or two like crates and rocks up here. Not crates and rocks, like crates and maybe there's a reactor and stuff there. And then have like rocks all across here with a bit of forest at this side, maybe. What have we got there? Bit before my time, that. Yeah, it was about 16 years ago now. I remember getting the White Dwarfs when I was a kid. Oh, this slate is mucky. I haven't got anything to wipe it with. Let's have a tissue. So let's have that. Maybe there. I feel like I could have done with another piece of slate, really. Let's have that along the back line there, maybe. I'm going to use the pre-painted rock set from GameMag.eu. Also got the GW Forest. So I think we can probably get this in. And then let's see what rocks we can get. Because I can still see us using quite a few bits of green and stuff on there as well. That one there, we'll use that one as much. We'll get rid of the Harlequin terrain. Right, so let's get some of this out. Sorry guys, I know you can't really see us down here and I don't mean to be ignorant. So let's have a look around here. So you can kind of have like a valley here, I suppose. Very Halo-esque, I feel, with this. Everyone's gone so quiet and so peaceful until. Yeah, I don't like the rocks over there. I feel like we should have a little bit more here. Then I've put a couple of other bits of Imperial stuff over there. What else do we think? I've used the Imperial Firebase recently, so I don't really want to use that again. I've got a couple of little bits of ruin actually, which I could use. Which I always quite like using these. This piece was actually given by Simon Bunton from Darlington Dogs of War. So thank you to Simon for that piece. Yeah, I think if we do that there, count that as one terrain piece maybe. Yeah, leave that one out. Nobody's talking. Here's defense line around the outline, the base. Yep, definitely. I want to crack the old, good old industrial stuff out. But here's the question though, Steve. Aegis defense line or laser fencing? Because I've got laser fences. Do you think the ruin or do you think more industrial stuff? Because I've got a little bit of industrial stuff that'll work, but it's not Games Workshop stuff. It's from Dead Zone. There we go. That might work a little bit better. And then maybe put these on the outside. To represent, maybe it was a fallen civilization where they just established a little bit of a front. What have we got? Solid laser fencing with a barricade every now and then. Cool, I'll do that. And we'll stick the generator there. Let's crack out the laser. In the words of Dr. Evil, a laser. gigantic laser. What have we got? You have the Gothic terrain from GameMat.eu. Is it worth the price? If so, no. Unfortunately, Andrew, I don't have the Gothic one. I've only got the rocks. I fancy the Gothic one. So much GW around. It's like, unless it would be handy for Age of Sigmar, I suppose. I haven't really looked at it that much, if I'm honest. So I couldn't really say. It's nice. It's multi-game, obviously. So I think it's definitely good value for money compared to the other ones. It's a case of whether or not you think it's worth it. Oh, it's a bit of a minor facility. I can probably find the tracks for there we go. Patrick Wiles. My man right here sending you a cyber high five. So have little mining vehicles there from the Shadow Armageddon box. So at this point, I put obviously all the main pieces of terrain out. Apart from something here, I feel like I need something here. Before I add all the bits of scatter terrain and such. But now, now I've got the main pieces of the terrain down. I'm putting all the scatter terrain, so I've got all the barrels and the boxes and containers from the armored container box. And I'm just scattering bits and pieces around, so we've got the barrels, the containers, things like that. We've even got some little laser cut pallets as well. I can't remember where I got them. The board looks sweet, Harry. You can't even see all of it either, which is the bad thing. I'll take some photos afterwards and put them on the Facebook page. But this isn't even finished yet because, like I said, I need to add all the moss and the what do you call it to it as well. So I feel like we would probably have a tank trap right in the middle of that walkway to stop the nids getting through. So let's see if I can find some more of them. There we go. We've got the Darth Vader theme tune stuck in my head. I think what I'll do as well, I'll try and blend the background in a little bit more, especially around the back here. I want to stick loads of containers, just to kind of bulk it out a bit. So this is the first time I've really done this, but what I'm doing is I'm basically running bits of terrain along the back just to kind of, so there's not a stark contrast between the table and the backdrop, even though it is obviously blended a lot better than what it was previously. I'm trying to avoid that, or at least see how we get with it. Right, I still feel like I need something down here, but I'm not sure what. I've got some trees, I can do some foresty type stuff. Let's have a look at the comments. Could put a shit ton of defensive weaponry around the perimeter, but the nids attacked at daybreak and all the weapons are frozen over. I don't have any defensive weapons, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty cool idea. No. We'll just put a crater or two. And then the last of the dead zone terrain. So we'll have a bit of a forest there in the middle, I think. And the craters there. And then have like a bit of a compound here. And now we finish it off. Now there is quite a lot of terrain on here. There's a bit more than I would originally want, but you know what? It looks good. Right. Anyway, last few bits and pieces. So I'm going to use the green moss. I feel like as much as everything might be frozen, I feel like kind of a little bit of a spring feel to it. And then I've got some slate, which I'm going to spread the slate out as well, because obviously we've got the big chunks in there. The reason I feel like using a little bit of green is because the rocks do have a little bit of green on them. So, and what I do is I basically put little bits and pieces around where I think it will be grown. So around the rocks there. And there's probably one or two bits on here. And of course on these down here there is as well, because some of that is already included on the model itself. And the way I'm decorating this, it does kind of tie in with my and Phil's thing, because I've got like green grassy bases on my Blood Angels, whereas Phil's got snowy bases on these Tyranids. So it kind of fits with both. And then I need a few bits and pieces. Probably use the drier colours of green around the base here. Represent where it's maybe been worn and trodden on a bit more, rather than using the bright greens. Let's have a look. And then just one or two pieces here. So a few more comments. Not accessible to the Imperium until the second turn. I like it. Could be the soldiers growing their own food since they're so remote. Yeah, it definitely could be. Absolutely could be. So with the slate, I'm probably not going to put much up there in the way of scattering, but it's certainly down here. So at the base of the bigger pieces of slate, do a couple of large chunks and then a couple of the small chippings. Definitely around the base of this ruin, I feel needs it. I just realised as well, the joy of actually filming it mostly from this side means I don't have to put any terrain or scatter terrain on the other side, or very minimal anyway. I might have to use some of the smaller rocks, because I don't like the way that the craters don't necessarily fit to any of the mats. I have to blend them in with rocks. So I'm going to have to probably use some of the smaller ones, because I've run out of slate there. There we go, got that one. So just put that around the edges of the crate, and basically it stops you from seeing the harsh contrast of the solid grey straight into the mat. And same with the trees here. Just kind of. This is actually off the beach. All this loose little bits of rubble. I think with this one, obviously, there's definitely a lot of dried up rubble and stuff up by the landing pad over here. And there we go. One gaming table ready. Let's have a look. Patrick Wild, how the hell are you an accountant and not an artist, Harry? I have no idea, mate. You never thought of some sort of crafted battle barge you could hang over the battlefield, which is what the Oh, Stephen, don't say that to us. Oh no, that would be absolutely awesome for the narrative campaign, and I would love to do that. Oh no, don't say that. That's oh man, that's a fantastic idea. But I'm gonna lift the camera up now. But I'm not going to disconnect it or anything, so you can hopefully see the battlefield a bit more. And there you go. I'll go and take some photos, and I'll stick the photos on the Facebook page so you can see them from other angles as well. But like I said, I want the camera so you could see me do that from top down. It might be quite interesting for you guys to see how I set the table, obviously looking top down from start to finish. I might be able to time lapse it as well, which might be quite cool. But yeah. Seriously, I've rarely seen anyone with such an eye for colour and contrast. Wow, that's fantastic, mate. Thank you very much for the compliments. I appreciate it. And believe it or not, I'm almost tall enough. Battle barge. I absolutely want to do that now. I think it would be fantastic and suspended from the ceiling. But yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. That's not something I can just rustle up. And because I moved my camera earlier, I moved the wire when I disconnected it, means that it's now not connected properly, and I hope that stays there. And you can actually see the sweat pouring off my head now, which is not nice. And oh, there we go. Camera's moved eventually. So yes. Whew. And this is why the Dark Artisan is the bestest. I wish I was the best. I actually got compared to Tabletop Tactics the other day, and I was told I was trying to be too much like Lawrence. I don't know whether that's a compliment or an insult. But if he's comparing me to Tabletop Tactics, hey, I'll take it. One of the lads at the Northumbrian Adventures does papercraft. He makes Thunderhawk gunships, Knights, Land Raiders, a lot. That would be epic. Right, I'm going to post some pictures on the Facebook page. So Patrick and Phil, he wants to be the very best. Like no one ever was. Dun, 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 dun. Catch them is my real task. To train them is my cause. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. No, I don't play Pokemon Go anymore. Me and Liam hammered it last year when it came out. Right, so the pictures are up on the Facebook page, Patrick. If you want to go and have a look, you can see them. They should be uploaded and ready to go. I need to get back on with painting because I am way behind. On the subject of the battle barge, I've got some really thick polystyrene downstairs like that, and I've got a really big sheet of it. And I was actually considering doing. There's a guy called Something Studios, and he always posts in the wargame trading pages and stuff, and he's got like loads of elaborate polystyrene cut stuff. And Dreamforge, he made the Sanguinius Blood Angel Temple for mini wargaming. Some of the stuff he makes is absolutely phenomenal. And I thought about getting a hot wire cutter and crafting the big sheets of polystyrene into like a giant crashed ship. But you know, I'll make an accused of copying. So yes, back to painting I go. Cheers, Harry. I'll check them out. They are lovely, but he's really expensive and he's based in Australia. I inquired about getting some terrain, but I couldn't afford it. And when you see I'm an accountant, I'm not an accountant. I'm training to be an accountant. At the minute, I am simple admin, and I work for minimum wage, which sucks. But it's a job at the end of the day, and in a couple of years' time, it'll be worth it. There's plenty of people out there that unfortunately can't get jobs. So it's a shame, but I am grateful I've got my job, and obviously I would say I love my job. I don't dislike it. And I think that is massively important in this day and age. Because if you hate your job, you don't have a chance. Hey, Elferific. And I can't spell. Someone's very kindly messaged me saying that you can't spell, and I've made a grammar error in that post. So I've updated it. Anyway, I hope you, Patrick, please go and check out the Facebook page to see the pictures. Do we still actually have viewers? 9 viewers left. So yeah, tomorrow I'm hoping that my 5-meter USB cable will arrive, so I can basically put the camera above the table, and live stream the game, but also film the battle report at the same time. So basically, users will be watching a slightly longer version. Which reminds us, actually, I need to actually sort my Twitch out. Getting those parts out, I remembered that I have a Tower of Honor that needs a lick of paint. Mate, you paint so much stuff. Like, I thought I was fast, and I'm getting next to nothing done this month that I wanted to get done. Like, I wanted my Tau Army done, and it's not, but I'm getting loads of other stuff painted. Because I got distracted by like the Primaris stuff and the Librarian. And I enjoyed painting the Librarian. I did that in one night. Shiny head. I can't put the camera anywhere else because I had the cable fed up through the back of the pimp Phil out. He must be worth a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get any of the money for that though. That goes straight back to his parents for having to put up with him. Sorry, dude. But yeah, Patrick, that's why I'm very grateful for the people that did make donations. Mr. Steve Dunn even made a donation to me, and I managed to pick up some airbrush paints that I want to use for the energy guns on the Tau. I managed to pick up a bag of sharp sand and a bag of slate for all the basing on them as well. What people have donated this month has been a massive, massive help, especially considering that my car blew up 2 months ago, and I had to pay £2 to get a new engine. So I'm basically paying my mum back £100 a month, which was basically my hobby fund. So that kind of sucks. I say that with love, Phil. Dee, 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 dee. Dun, 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 dun. Phil, what are you working on anyway? Are you still painting? I can't wait to see the Carrion Overlords. Everyone's gone quiet. I don't like this. Getting this ironclad underway. I thought you meant for a split second. I thought you meant ironclad dreadnought, but obviously it's the Carradine thing. Is that the last ship that you've got to do? How many ships have you got? Because I know the frigate was the smaller one. Is Ironclad the one that you were working on here the other day? All I can give to you, mate, is some Skitarii Rangers of Vanguard if you want them. I just don't have time to indulge in the hobby. Oh, mate, that would be legendary if you could. Ordered some second-hand Forge World Tau tank turrets, so I will have some variety in the Hammerhead firepower. Nice. So one of the two frigates is like 80% complete, and the Ironclad is 70%. So I feel like you've got two frigates and one Ironclad. Aye. So the Ironclad is somewhat unclad, semi-nude Astartes, robo-zombies coming at you. Mint. But yeah, Patrick, drop us a message through Facebook and I'll sort something out with you. In relation to the table I've set up, please go and have a look at it, Patrick. I want your humble opinion and I hope you approve. So, I've already read that comment. Oh, it's so quiet. Three elves skin left to go. I have 3 more skins to go. 3 more skins till the elves are done. Well, I say the elves are done. It's not done. It's 3 more skins till all the skin is done on the elves. Hate healthy eating, stomach is doing the walls of death. I'll do that, but it's close to midnight, so before I turn into a pyrivore, I'll bid you all a day of peace. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. It's nice to have a friendly name in front of me, I suppose. And of course, the support and compliments, I do appreciate it a lot. It's nice to know that what I do is appreciated. Yeah, it is pretty close to midnight, so I think I might call it, seeing as I've done all the skin on the elves. The table is set for Thursday. The army, however, oh, Ali Bongo, you're back. I'm ready for bed now, mate. Because I feel if I don't go to bed now, it'll be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I wind down. And yeah. Have you started the Storm Surge yet? No, because I have to finish these commissions, Steve. It's here. I've got it here. It needs doing. But I've just got too much else to do. I need these elves out the way. And I need this thing out the way. Oh, but you know what? I need the brown. Where's the brown paint gone? Where did I put the big tube of brown? Don't know where it went. This is not good, people. I'm gonna have to use Rhinoxide, which I didn't want to do. Oh wait, there it is. Blended by the light. And you don't even want to know what I'm doing. I just realised you can see that on camera. And commented on your post. Gene Stealer Cult? No. Do you know how if all the codexes will have brand new fluff? I've got no idea. I'm going to hazard a guess that they're going to update bits and pieces. But no idea. This is what you came here for. You came here. Yeah, I'm going to paint the rims on the bases, and then I think I'm definitely going to have to call it a night because I'm starting to get quite tired. You know, back at work in the morning. But yeah, I'm going to work on building the broadside as a cool commander, magnetize all of his weapons and stuff. After Monka campaign book, there is going to be a massive upheaval in the Tower Empire after Anvar's death, the hands of the Collector's assassin. See, I don't know any Tower background, so I have no clue what any of that is going to actually do. I see Anvar as like, he is the guy on the wheelchair thing, isn't he? I see him as like the prophet of truth from Halo. Supreme leader of the Empire and the glue which holds it all together. Fair enough. I'm getting very hungry again. Guys, I can't even keep my eyes open here. I feel like I should. Sam's joined us now when I'm like exhausted and ready for bed. How's it going, Sam? I tried to put my camera down at my miniatures, but it just sits out of focus and I couldn't get it to focus. And I've got no idea how to work computery, techie stuff like that. So it ended up just back on top of me TV, basically. Oh, yeah, they're finally getting that car going. No worries, mate. Get some sleep. I'm just painting some bases. It's exactly what I'm doing. I think I'm just doing the first quarter around the room. I think once I get that done on these, I'm going to call it a day. But yeah, I really, really want to get my camera working so that I can point it down at the models while I'm painting. It was just so out of focus though. And I downloaded the software for it, and whilst you can then get it in focus and zoom in and stuff, what camera is it there? As usual, some program you can download to tweak it manually. Yeah, it's a Logitech C270. So I downloaded the software to do it, and whilst you can tweak it and stuff, in a good position. But as soon as I then went to Google Hangouts and launched the live chat, it just reverted back to its standard and didn't use any of the settings that I'd actually saved for it, or at least presume that I'd saved. Basis for the base code. Yeah, I'm finishing off some high elf spearman for a fantasy player. He doesn't paint at all, and he just wanted the rank and file standard, so not amazing, just a couple of colours and a couple of dry brushes and stuff. So I'm just finishing them off. Great, I've got a moth that's just come in. How to take priority and read just the settings on. I'm not great at tech, but learned that programs can do that sort of thing. The thing is, though, Sam, I've got no idea how else to stream to YouTube because without using Hangouts. It's not so much a cradle sleeve. I can get it locked into place pretty well on my little tripod. It's just a case of it massively goes out of focus on Hangouts, even when I use the software and I get it in focus and zoomed in and stuff. And as soon as I go back to Hangouts, it just goes back to whatever the standard setting is. If I knew another way how to stream to YouTube, I would, but I just thought Hangouts was the only way. It's the only way that I managed to actually figure out. I use OBS, works pretty well. Took a little while to figure out how it works. I much prefer it now. I downloaded OBS when I was trying to work out how to get me Nikon to stream, but my Nikon doesn't have the facility to be able to stream into OBS. But when you use an OBS, how do you then transfer that to YouTube? Like, I've got no idea how to do that. I think I just need to sit down and ideally with somebody who streams a lot. I know me mate Sharpie does. He streams a lot of games to Twitch, video games. So I might have to get him around to come and help us do that. You set up as a custom encoder in the live stream settings. You can choose it. Then you get a key to end in OBS. Ah, oh, Sharpie's still there. Legend. Sharpie, do you know what Sam's on about? I had to Google everything, but it is easy once you get your head around it. I can help if possible. So, oh, Sam, that would be legendary. I'm gonna try a live stream. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if I can. I'm going to try a live stream on Wednesday or Thursday. Sorry. Um, so I'll see how it turns out. It might not be very good at all, but we'll see. Cool, Sharpie. Well, what I might do, are you busy Thursday, Sharpie? Because if I can get everything in place tomorrow night, if you fancy coming round on Thursday, me and Phil's playing, but you're more than welcome to obviously hang out. And if I'm live streaming somewhere, you can be the chat master. And look after the chat for us. From the comfort of my desk. Yeah, doing a trade 6-ish on the night, but if it's after that, I'm sure it works something out. Well, I'm going to finish about 5:30 anyway, and then I need to go and pick something up. Then I have to pick Phil up, so it'll be like 6:10 by the time I get yours anyway. What are you trading anyway? Are you getting something cool? Nids and getting a decimator. Oh, sweet. Who you trading them with? I guess depends when he turns up, as it's the only night he can do it. And then I think I'm set till the Terminators are out and Mortars out. Sweet. I need to find a square base, just one. Oh wow, that was a lovely shot of my backside. Somebody from down Middlesbrough from one of the pages. Fair enough. Ah, itchy. Ow. Right, I've absolutely had it. It's bedtime. It is absolutely bedtime. I am dog tired. For everybody that stayed tuned in, thank you very, very much. I will tidy my room for next time. But thanks very much for watching, and bye-bye.